Hi everyone, this is video number 3 in a series about how to cast perspective shadows on a floor plan and elevation. So in the last 2 videos, I walked you through how to cast your shadow on a empty room, floor plan and elevation, and then how to place a piece of furniture in that room and see how that might change the shadow locations and where the sunbeam might hit. But I can hear you through my video recorder here. I can hear you say, Sarah, why are we learning these things? How does this apply to project number 2? Well, take a look. Let's go see. On your screen here, I've done a quick mock-up of what project number 2 might look like. Remember, it's a 1-point perspective. So here is our back wall. And then I've drawn the perspective grid for the side walls, the ceiling, and the floor. This right here is our horizon line. It's at 5'6", which is typical human eye height. And I've set our vanishing point right here, right smack in the center of the room. So this is a very symmetrical view. On the left-hand wall, I've drawn the outline of our window, and I've set our one simple piece of furniture right here against the back wall. It's this small table. Once we have this room set in place, we can flip back to our shadow mapping for the plan and elevation. Let me go back there. This drawing here, and we can start to plot these important points and here on our furniture and on our floors and walls, and this is what it might look like. Here we can see I've taken the information from my floor plan and I found the outline of the sunbeam that's hitting the corner of the desk. And this little piece here is the front edge of the desk that was in the sun and the front leg of the desk in the sun. Here was the outline of our sunbeam on the floor. Notice I've cut out a piece here for the shadow of the table leg. So I used the information from my plan and elevation views to plot those points in 3 dimensions and come up with the shadow information for our 3-dimensional view. Now notice there's really only direct sun in this one small area of your room. The rest of the room is going to be lit by bounced light, reflected light. You're going to get some fuzzy shade and shadow just from the non-directional halo effect of the window on the one side. All right, I hear you again. You're saying, but Sarah, if we were going to do this plotting, shadow plan, shadow elevation, why did we go through and learn all those other methods of finding the perspective shadow? Well, let me show you. This is going to be awesome. Ready? Okay, I've swapped, I've grayed out our furniture and our shadows. And here's our horizon line. Here's our vanishing point. What I've done is taken one piece of the furniture, so one simple line that I have the top and bottom of completely in the sun, and I've got the shadow exact length, okay, because this is the top of this leg of the table, and this is the top shadow of that leg of the table right there. Okay, so I have a complete piece in my sunbeam. And so I have the height here of this leg, and I have the height here of the shadow. So I took this shadow line and I extended it out this way. And I took the top of the shadow line and I connected it to the top of our furniture piece, and I drew this line, and then extended that line out this way. Where this crosses right here, this is going to be our shadow vanishing point. Down here, I drew a line directly down where it crosses with this blue dashed line. That's going to be our anti-light point, or our anti-solar point. Remember, it's anti because it's below the horizon, because the light is coming from behind the observer. Now, an equal distance from the anti-light point to the shadow vanishing point, I go up. And this right here, I have found our light point that is accurate, our solar point that is accurate for our time, date, latitude, and is accurate for the solar altitude and solar azimuth in this location. All right, so everything lines up, it all works together. Once you have these points, you can cast accurate shadows for anything that's within that direct sunbeam that's coming in your window. Again, anything outside of the sunbeam, for example, if you have a pencil holder sitting on this desk right in this location, it's outside of the sunbeam, you're still going to have a bright side and a light side and a little bit of fuzzy shadow behind it. All right, and that's from the halo effect of diffuse light coming through the window, but it's not going to have the hard cast shadow that everything in that sunbeam has. All right, so this was a little preview of how we're going to apply your shadow plan and shadow elevation to 3 dimensions. Thanks, everyone.